scientific spirituality. My name is Messi West, wishing you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I am going to be talking about foods that we eat, especially the kind of food you should avoid that weakens your spiritual body. Somebody actually sent me this question in the comment section that I should talk about foods that we should avoid, foods that weaken us spiritually, that makes us incapable to achieve our spiritual goals and objectives, and generally weakens us and makes us ineffective. So I was able to outline 8 types of these foods. I have spoken about some of these before in previous videos, but I'm going to be adding new ones to the list and to just be explaining them for you. It is pretty obvious. Some of them are pretty obvious, but we still need to talk about them and we still need to stress them. Again, if you want to live a spiritual life, you need to be very conscious. People in the spiritual path, we don't take things for granted. The things we eat, the kind of words we say, the kind of movies we watch, films, the kind of books we read, all these are parts of our spiritual diets. Okay? What you absorb, what you allow to come into your space, the kind of things you dwell on, it affects you spiritually, it affects your mentality, affects your mind, your spirit, your body. It can purify you, can corrupt you, can pollute you, can make you sick. It can make you, can motivate you, inspire you. So as a spiritual person, all these things must be taken into consideration. This is the reason why in our time past we have temples and shrines, especially in the oriental areas, whereby when people want to practice spirituality, they have to take them out of the community. They have to take them out of the general population and put them in the temple, whereby they can be able to control the kind of information they are exposed to. They take them, put them in the Buddhist or Hindu temples. There you cannot see anything that will corrupt you. What you see there every day, you wake up in the morning, you meditate, and you say your prayers, and they teach you the things they want to teach you. You'll be in that temple for like 3 years before you even come outside. By then, they make sure that they have molded your spirit, your body, your soul to exactly the vessel they want. They do this, they still do this today in some parts of the world. This is the essence, to take people from general population so that they will not be polluted or corrupted by the outside world. After some time, they bring them out to test them, to see if they will be able to have that self-control to protect them from the vices in society. So this is a very important thing. As a spiritual person in this day and age, living in the midst of chaos, corruption, all these things, you too need to learn how to protect your mind, body, spirit, and soul. And you can do a large part of this with just by monitoring your diets. There are some diets that affect certain parts of our body in a negative way. Okay, so when you watch the kind of things you eat, you can control them to a greater extent. You can protect your spirit and protect your body from pollution or corruption. Okay, this is very important. So the first thing I will be talking about, of course, we all know this one, is our good old regular junk foods, as in fast foods, as in McDonald's, KFC, Mr. Biggs, all these mushrooms and fast food joints all over the world. The kind of foods that these companies produce, they are very cheap. They look very tasty, very sweet, very inviting, but the end result is sickness, obesity, cancer, all sort of bad stuff that will poison your body. Why is this so? They are highly processed. The chicken that you eat at these places, they are seriously injected with chemicals to make them grow very, very quickly. They have technology now to grow a chicken from the egg to an adult in just 45 days by injecting it with hormones that we growth hormones that we make them very, very big. If you go to KFC or you eat it regularly, start working on your own body growth hormones and it make you overweight in no distant time. When you eat certain kind of this food, they affect some of the glands in your body. They affect your reproductive system. They affect your organs, your liver, your kidney, anything they want to affect your heart, your arteries. They put in cholesterols, put in toxins, put in all sort of chemicals that are not good for you. At the end of the day, people have different kind of debilitating diseases. So junk food should be avoided. Junk food bloats you. They blocks the free flow of nutrients in your body, especially your third eye, your pituitary gland, and your pineal gland. These are the two very important glands that are connected to your temple, your mind, your spirits. So it blocks you from actually thinking very well, and block your spirit from connecting naturally with its elemental organisms or elemental deities, or just connecting with the environment. It blocks you from thinking well. It blocks you from absorbing natural nutrients from healthy foods. It blocks many good things in your body. Okay, it slows you down. It retards your growth, and it makes you age very, very quickly. So junk food is a poisonous type of food that we must avoid. It does many bad things in the body. I just cannot list them here. The list is endless. So first of all, junk food should be taken out. Of course, they are cheap. People buy them. People take it like a treat. But we should be careful how we eat this kind of foods, processed foods. They are not good for your body. It's a serious no-no. As a spiritual person, you should focus more on natural foods, healthy foods. When you eat these natural foods, you extract the enzymes from the natural plants, and it heals your body, heals you, makes you stronger, faster, makes you more intelligent, and makes you live long, make you look young. Okay, organic food. Okay, so junk foods, genetically modified food, GMO. These are the worst ones. The ones they are trying to force everybody to eat these days. They are modified in the lab to put anything they want there that is not natural for the body. So if you're eating too much of these GMOs, it will naturally destroy your spiritual or divine connections. Okay, so number one, very, very important, junk food, genetically modified foods must be taken strictly out of your diets. If you know say you won't last, okay, if you know say you won't last too, you go come out. Number two, this one is also obvious again. Too much sugar. Consumption of too much sugar is not good for the body. Sugar inside the cakes, the biscuit, confectionaries. Some people even use sugar as spices. When I was in Asia, you see people putting sugar inside rice. They will buy fruits, they will buy pineapple, they will be putting sugar inside the pine. Something that is already. I see the way they were eating sugar in Asia, like they are addicted to it. This is causing the high rate of diabetes in the world today. Once somebody have diabetes, it is very hard for you to cure that illness. You must reduce the sugar in your body. It makes the body weak. It makes people to be lazy. Okay, and it makes you unable to control your sexual urge. People that eat too much sugar, they are susceptible to having sex, to be having promiscuous behavior. It does not make you to be able to control your reproductive organs that much. Too much sugar is not good for the body. Makes people lazy, and makes people fat as well, and it causes diabetes and other bad stuff in the body. As a spiritual person, you must avoid this synthetic sugar as much as possible. It poisons your spirit, and slows you down. Okay, does so many bad things for your body as well. So too much sugar must not be in your diet. Number three, of course, this one is obvious for those people that like to drink alcohol. Yes, alcohol is good, but too much of everything is bad. If you're consuming too much alcohol, it will naturally affect your spiritual developments. If you drink regularly, you drink every day, you overdoing it, it is not good. Okay, it can destroy your liver, it causes cirrhosis, it causes many bad illnesses. Nowadays, we have the proliferation of fake drinks in Africa, especially in Nigeria. Most of those people that love to go to club every other weekend, they think they are buying an expensive Azu, they are buying expensive Johnny Walker, expensive Red Label, all this. Most of the drinks, they are fakes. We have people that fix all the drinks. When you consume all this, it will kill your liver. Now, many people are suffering from liver failures, in Nigeria because of poisonous and fake drinks they are drinking. So you must be careful to watch the kind of drinks you drink. A lot of drinks are being faked due to poverty. People want to make big money, so they fake all these drinks. And when you go to the clubs, you buy them very expensive. You think you are feeling good about yourself. You are making it rain. You are making people envy you, but they are drinking poisonous substance. At the end of the day, you have liver failure. You have a kidney failure. You will have yourself to blame. So the kind of drinks you drink matter. So it's better for you to learn how to make your own. In our place, we most of the drinks we drink are herbal drinks that we make from our traditional spiritual knowledge that we inherited from our ancestors. So we know what we are drinking, we know what we are putting into our body. A lot of the things they sell these days, they are poisonous substance inside the bottle. So you have to be careful how you consume them. Very, very important. If not, they can poison you, they can kill you, you can die before your time. And this is not a good thing. Too much alcohol is bad. Even though we use it in African spirituality to give to the ancestors, you drink very little. You drink with wisdom. Okay? You drink responsibly. If you tell people you don't want to drink again, they will not force you to drink. Okay, so drink responsibly. Don't drink too much. All this awoof, the rum belly. When you go to party, because it's not your money, you want to overdrink. Now, in the cause of this kind of problem, greed, long truth. You drink awoof and you poison yourself. It is not a good thing. So watch the kind of things you drink. Very, very important. Then number 4. This one is also very obvious. Too much meat. Meat is good, yes. Vegetarianism has its own drawbacks in the sense that it is not meant for everybody. Everybody cannot. There are some certain kind of food or meats that we should avoid, like pork and dog, and some kind of meats that are unclean. If you want to eat something like snail, for instance, people like snail. Make sure that you wash it very, very well. Most of the snail that they sell in the restaurant, they don't wash it properly, and that thing carries a lot of bacteria and viruses. So it's better you prepare it at home. They don't wash it very clean, and if you eat that kind of thing, it will cause sickness in your body. Some kind of meats that you eat are things that come from they dwell in dirty environments. You should avoid them. Like something like pork, if it's not well cooked, it can carry diseases. So that is why some people just some religions just banned it totally, like Islam. This kind of foods that people eat. Frog, one of Chinese people's favorite food. We don't eat that in Africa. Okay, there are some foods that we considered like against our tradition or our spiritual practice. Some of them are considered as taboo, abomination, for some reasons. If you come to Africa, take a place like Nigeria, you find that certain tribes forbid certain kind of foods. You can come to a tribe like that, we say, okay, we don't eat snail in this tribe, we don't eat frog in this tribe, we don't eat some certain kind of food. If you are from that place, it will be better to avoid those kind of foods as well, for good reasons. Maybe the people of that place, they venerate that animal, or they see that animal as an abominable creature to them. So eating those kind of foods can cause draw back to you in a way. Okay, foods that are forbidden by your people, you should avoid those kind of meals naturally. Okay, because people are eating frog in China does not mean that you should eat things that you should avoid. Very, very important. Okay, so if you want to eat those kind of food, you have to be careful. Some people don't eat dog. Some people love to eat dogs. Okay, if it's against your nature, don't eat it. Some people don't also eat cats. Other people, they eat cats. They like it very much. Some people don't eat what they call iguana, monitor lizard. It is an abomination for them. They call it their ancestors. Okay, if you are from that place, you should not eat it too. Some people don't eat snake. Other people like to eat snake. So this kind of foods that are not in line with your ancestral practice, you should avoid them. Your people choose not to eat them for a reason. Okay, maybe it has some negative effect on people on that land, or for whatever reason they are not used to it. So you try to go and eat those kind of food, maybe it can have some negative consequences. Or except you want to be use yourself as an experimental project to test why your people do not eat it. So quite naturally, we avoid such kind of foods, or food like bats or monkeys, some kind of strange food that people are not supposed to eat. Do not just eat them. You get why. Okay. Then number 5, foods that are prepared in dirty environments is the no-no. When you see some restaurants, you see the kind of situation where they are preparing their food. You should not eat in those kind of places. Some buka, all these our local buka there. Some of them are in very, very dirty environments. The way the food is prepared, like it's prepared in a slum, they have potential to be contaminated by all kind of unnatural pollutants. If you see that the restaurant is very dirty, or the people that want to give you that food, they are very, very dirty, they are below average standard of cleanliness, you should avoid eating in those kind of places for very good reasons. Okay, when you eat this kind of food, you have a high chance of being contaminated, and it will affect your spirituality. Okay, just like say you wear white, you gotta go play with mud. So eating food from very dirty people, it will affect your body, and it is not a good thing. It will affect your spirituality. It will draw you back. Okay, so if you get so many poor people around, poverty is not a good thing. Not they eat poor people food. Now they try to tell you. Okay, if you know say you don't want to be like the people, or you not like the people, your spirit not agree with the people, don't be eating their food. That is what I am trying to say. It's not good for your spirit. Okay, it clear like that. Then another thing again, number 6, dirty environment. No. This one is drug addiction. People that smoking cigarettes pollute your spirit. Okay, it's not a good thing to be smoking, but if you like smoking, do it well. All these cheap cigarettes that people are smoking, those poverty-stricken cigarettes, they are the worst ones. All those SM. So different kind of things that people smoke these days. Different kind of things that people smoke these days. Please avoid smoking at all costs. It is not good for your body. You pumping smoke into your lungs, it is blocking your lungs. It causes cancer quite naturally. It makes the body weak. It poisons the body. It's like you are actually putting toxins inside you. For those people that say they must smoke, if you must smoke your weed, find organic weed. The original one is very difficult to find. If you can get the organic thing, it is good. But that one, they need to see them again. So the kind of things you smoke, wash it. Those people that are taking heavy drugs or cocaine, heroin, all these are drug addicts. It is bad for the body. Okay, you cannot practice a good spiritual life with a drug character, a drug and behavior. Drug addiction is a serious no-no. Okay, any kind of things, molly, pills, the things that they take these days, it is so much highs, yaba, all those kind of rubbish. It is not good for your spirituality. Okay, you must find a way to stop them. It exposes you to criminal elements, exposes you to evils in the society. It weakens your spirit, exposes you to spiritual attack, to manipulation. Okay, it is very, very bad, especially as a man, as a woman. You take all these kind of things, it makes you pass out. When you pass out, you don't know what is happening. This is a bad thing. To put yourself in a place to be spiritually and physically vulnerable is a no-no, a very big no-no. There's nothing to feel good about in that condition. You're just destroying your life. So we should kick against this. There's nothing good that can come out from drug addiction. Okay, it is very, very bad. Okay, it's not a good thing. We must regulate and reduce it. If you are doing all these kind of things, find a way to do it responsibly. There are some musicians and artists that claim that it inspires them. If it inspires you, good. Use it to do positive thing. It is good, but don't use it to do negative thing. If you cannot control yourself when you take all these things, just know that it is not good for you. That is what I am trying to say. If you do not have self-control, then it is not good for you. Okay, I cannot stop everybody from doing something because I don't do it. But if you must do it responsibly. This is what I am trying to say. Okay, so this is a part of it. Then number 7, what pollutes your spirituality? Your lifestyle relating to sex. What kind of sexual relationship do you have? In African spirituality, some kind of relationships are forbidden. Incest is forbidden. Brother and sister dating is forbidden. Close cousins dating is forbidden. Pedophilia is forbidden. It's an abomination. It destroys your spirituality. Old men sleeping with children is forbidden. The gay LGBTQ lifestyle that is trending now, it is a serious abomination. Okay, when you engage yourself in gay relationship, lesbianism and homosexuality, and you consume such kind of pornographic content, it poisons your spirituality. In fact, pornography poisons the spirituality of the person. It makes people susceptible to maybe a kind of cheating lifestyle, to kind of lifestyle that is not good. Okay, the kind of your sexual orientation matters. For the LGBT people, we consider it as unnatural in Africa, and it's against our custom and tradition. We see it as an abomination, and the elders frown on it. So you engaging in this kind of lifestyle opens you to causes. It exposes you to negative people, and it's like you are polluting your bloodline by you doing this kind of things. So it works against your spirituality quite naturally. When you do this, the spirits, good spirit will be running away from you, because this is an abomination. Because they practice this in the Western world, does not mean that you will copy every rubbish that they are doing. Okay, so we stress this here. I've always said it in this channel. Homosexuality is unnatural. 2 men cannot have babies. 2 women cannot have babies. And this is transsexual people, men saying they change to woman. It is an oxymoron. Because if a man say you are converted to into a woman, you must and should be able to do what a woman can do, like giving birth to children. But these transsexuals, they cannot do that. What they do is just cosmetic surgery. You take hormones, you grow breasts, you push out off your male reproductive system, you turn it into a hole, and the next you start dressing up, wearing wigs and claiming you are a woman. You are still a man. You are just deceiving yourself. The next thing, they want to go into female sports, to be contesting in female sports and oppressing women. It is just stealing from women. You are just a thief with a wig. I have said this many times, and I'm glad that one of the good things President Trump saw was that this is rubbish. So the LGBTQXLY lifestyle is a serious abomination that poisons you. You cannot practice African spirituality if you do all these kind of things. Okay, it is obvious. This is not our culture. It is not our tradition. This is not the way the ancestors did it. If there were gay people, you will not be born. Okay, no who go born you. So that thing e go comot. You need to stop am. Okay, now just the way I not get how to be diplomatic about that topic. If you are practicing the kind of lifestyle, you will need to stop it or recalibrate. Or better, just then number 8, the final one for this uh, foods that are cooked by your enemies. You must avoid them. When somebody hates you, the person is pretending, you know, say the person hates you, but they are cooking for you. You should avoid eating this kind of food. Because when you prepare, a food is like a spell. If you are a very good cook, you should know how to do spell very well. When you bring spices together and you use to create something beautiful, it's like you're doing spell. Okay, you bringing something, you creating something, and bringing it into this physical world. When somebody prepares food with emotions of hatred and anger, the evil energy goes into the food. And when you eat that kind of food, it is a recipe for disaster. Okay? People will not like you, need to eat their food. This is what I'm trying to say. Your enemies, if you know that maybe your wife hates you and you people have not settled for give and you still they eat her food, they cause problem for your life. If you don't have peace in your house, you will not have peace in anywhere else. So when you're at home, the kind of people that cook food for you, if you are living with somebody, all these aunties or nieces, or you have all this witchcraft house girl for your house, those poverty-stricken relative where they send come make you call help them, that they use evil mind till they cook for you. The food is designed to, it will start causing illness in your body. It will start poisoning you. Before you know, they go they put small atapia inside the food, make it they kill you small they go. So you have to be careful the kind of people that are preparing your food. Once you discover that this person hates you or this person have ulterior motive, do not hesitate to just stop that person from cooking your food. Very, very important, because the anger, all the evil emotions, the hatred, they are putting it as part of the food. The energy that goes into the preparation matters. And when you eat this kind of food, you carry that energy inside you. And it goes with negativity. Okay? So when you see say somebody not like you, not they eat their food, you get why. Sometimes they can cook this food, they will spit inside the food, curse the food, they can put poisons inside the food, they can do anything, they can easily kill you. Okay, so avoid foods of people that don't like you. If you know you have an evil uncle, auntie, will not like you, where they pretend, make you avoid to eat their food, especially if they prepare with you. Make you avoid, you go to the house, use brain, they avoid them. When they want to eat, you come out, or make sure say they don't eat finish before you go, or always give excuses to avoid eating the kind of food, or just use brain, the dodge them. Okay, just be diplomatic if you don't want to cause a scene, but try avoiding those kind of foods. You get why. Okay, so these are some of the things that I will say today, that 8 kind of foods that weaken your spiritual body. I hope that 1 or 2 persons can be able to get some input from this. So now the way I want to talk and I be this, so questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, please endeavor to hit all notification sign, so that when you hit the enable all notifications, anytime I post videos, I post them articles, memes, you will be the first to get it. You will always be updated about the latest things happening in African spirituality. Okay, then please try to also share the channel for people that are interested in this subject, that really want to know what is going on about African spirituality. This is the best place that you need to be. In this channel, I come across very clearly on the subject. I explain it as easily as possible for everybody to understand, and I give you the raw source, undiluted African spirituality that is uncorrupted by Christianity, by racism and white supremacy, by any dogmatics and traditional or conventional or drawbacks. I just tell you the way it is. It may not be palatable to you, but now the way it just be this. So This subject is not for everybody. Many are called, few are choosing. And it's supposed to be like that. Okay? Many people are not ready to learn, and they are not ready to face reality. So it's not going to help them. It's not going to work for you if you're not ready to face reality. Okay? So this is what it is. So I thank you very much for watching. If you want to learn African spirituality, I teach it on this channel. I have a 6 months program where I teach it from the history to the metaphysics, the sciences, and the hardcore spirituality. You will know all these things. You cannot practice African spirituality in isolation of the history. Every spiritual practice comes with the history of the people that created it. Islam comes with the history of the Arab people. Christianity comes with the history of the fake Jews that created it. Buddhists come with the history of the Asian people. Hinduism, history of the Indian people. African spirituality, you need to know our real history, not the whitewash version they teach in their schools telling you Africa have no history. It's a big lie. Africa is the cradle of civilization. And you need to know who we were before all these people start. The Western curriculum today, they created it to give the impression that we are nobody. We have no place in that history. You can't find yourself there as an African. So, for you to know yourself, you need to come to the truth. And we teach it. We teach it with a lot of evidence. We teach them everything that they need to know. These Greek people, where they say civilization started in Greek, the Greeks all came to study in Africa. So how did the Greeks know what they knew? It was African people that taught them, and they were very bad learners. Many of them failed. All the Socrates, Pythagoras, Aristotle, all the Greek philosophers, Herodotus, Strabo, all of them, all the people hear their name, they all came to study in Africa. We taught them waiting the things that they know. They beyond momo. So if you want to know the real philosophy, you need to study African philosophy. Okay? The real undiluted one, not the one that they corrupted. And the good thing is that I teach that one. If you come to this channel, we have the community section. I post these articles, I post it there. You can read all these things. You will know our core philosophy. You will know our orientation, our ideology. And you will learn many things from this channel. I teach it for free. Okay, if you want to still know the real one, I charge for that class. The 6 months class is not for free. You go pay because it's not easy to compile all this information. And we need to develop an advanced African spirituality. And we don't want it to be for everybody as well. It's for people that really want to support us. So if you want to know the questions that you are having, you can come to this channel. You will know all those things. Okay. If you also want to do oracle tarot divination, I do that. Then maybe you don't want to join. You want to read. I have written 3 books so far. This one is on quantum physics, which talks about the study of the invisible particles of nature, and it's originated from African spirituality, which is the study of the invisible particles of nature, which is the spirit world. So if you want to know about this topic of quantum physics that the Western world is taking as their most important topic, you need to know it from the Afrocentric perspective. The origin of this subject, it came from Africa. You need to know everything. In this book, I talked about the origin of quantum physics. I traced it back to ancient Kemet. I talked about negative space. You need to know the importance of negative space. I talked about negative time. I talked about the evil forest. I talked about time and space travel, black magic, origin of God, the plagiarization of Christianity. I put all these things and much more with a lot of scientific evidence, so you can be able to trace this and confirm it for yourself. I also put in references. This is the things you will not find in the Bible. The Bible have no reference. Okay, now just lies. This one get reference. We support them. So if you want get sense, you want know something, this book is a billion times more important than that Bible, which is just a tissue paper that they are using to enslave people. So this book is a book of wisdom that will connect you to the real truth about African spirituality. When you read this book, you will know how to apply the principles, the benefits, the importance. All these things are here. This is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. How did I know this subject? Because I study my history, and I study and practice African spirituality, and I also study their so-called quantum physics. So African spirituality is what the Western people called quantum physics, of trying to study the invisible words, the spiritual words. Okay, but we have that knowledge, technology with us naturally, but they don't have it. Okay, because they don't know all these things. All they think about is how to destroy. We think about how to live in harmony, how to harmonize everything. Okay, so you need to know it from a pure Afrocentric perspective to understand what is really going on. So this book will help you if you are somebody that's afraid to go to hell, a doubting Thomas, somebody that is like a dabbler, one leg there and one leg there. Okay, I don't want the 6 months program, but I want to know something. Get this book. If you don't have time to buy it for your children, they will thank you later. Okay, the time of believing is over. This is the time of knowing. Okay, so you have no excuse not to know. Okay, this is the time of when people are growing up to empower themselves with knowledge to take charge of their future and their destiny. So don't slacking those people that are drinking beer or waiting for a savior or just being spiritually lazy or irresponsible. Now I go lose you. The life don't change you. So now what you don't know now your mate take pass you. So get this book. It is waiting for you. If you also want to know how to do spells, this one is here. Over 200 spells are here. Walking in the shadow of the gods, teach you how to do African spells, how to combine herbs and compounds to get positive results. There are so many remedies for health here. So many remedies for doing so many things here. I document all these things. Powerful spells for protection, for love, for prosperity, for every aspect of your life. You need to have this book. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. Once again, know your way, not because. So this book will teach you so many things. It will empower you. It will open your eyes, and it will update you with what is going on. You can also get it. Then, if you want to get in touch with our Kemetic deities, Whispers of Amente is waiting for you. With this book, you can be able to understand the philosophy, the core personalities, characteristic of our major Kemetic deities, and how to venerate them, how to bring them into your consciousness, and how to connect back to them. This book will open your eyes, your heart, your mind, and it will balance your scales in this lifetime. Okay, so this is the knowledge that the enemies has been hiding from us. But those knowledge, they are here today. So you don't have excuse not to know, except you are spiritually lazy. Once again, all those things that they have been hiding inside their secret societies, hiding with religion, hiding with their fake Western curriculum, all those knowledge are out here, waiting for you. Are you going to take the initiative or are you going to keep procrastinating? It is up to you. Get this knowledge. It's better than wasting money shutting that club. It's better than buying Wivon, very expensive Wivon. Better than go and be buying those or Western luxurious goods that you're trying to impress people that don't care about you. Get knowledge. Once you have knowledge, nobody can deceive you. Nobody can lie to you. Nobody can manipulate you. So this one, when you get this knowledge, you are like healing your bloodline, connecting back to true spirituality, fulfilling your destiny, taking back your place in this planet. This is what this knowledge does. Knowledge is power. Okay, so this is very, very important in this day and age. This is why I teach African spirituality. This knowledge belongs to you. It's the African people. It does not belong to the cracker. Okay, so I cannot be teaching them all these things. I have to teach African people this stuff. So you need to know this. So it is here waiting for you, and a lot more. Then if you also want to buy spiritual items, I have them. I have the best spiritual products in the market. You want to buy your Bint el Sudan, Gandoki. You want to buy, I think maybe tomorrow I will do video about my latest spiritual products. I have so many powerful items here that can change your, transform your life, and add value to your life. You can contact me, native shock and calories, meditation beads, all kind of herbs. I have lots of things that are very, very active. Okay, a trial will convince you. So you will know all these things. So you need to be up to date, and you need to be using all these things too. They are very, very important. This is part of the practice. So I'll be talking about that. My website is River of Knowledge. Everybody knows it. Okay, this YouTube channel is also the website too, in case you are trying to reach out to me. So I think I will go from here today. I thank you guys for watching. For those people that have been supporting the channel, I am very grateful and delighted, and I'm sure you are seeing results and benefits of it. Thank you very much for standing by me, and for believing in me as well. So I'll be going today, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.